A grand strategy map game, but instead of leading a nation at first, you start as an investor. It's all about economics here, hence the name Trade Conquest. The game hasn't been released yet, but it's coming soon. I'll be honest, I kind of want to start off as the trust fund baby. Just give me a bunch of money. So here we are. Well, actually, I don't know exactly where we are. It's obviously a current day map in 2024. Love that places are broken down by their actual states. Choose your market to buy and sell. Okay, we have the ASEAN nations. Major world event, Russia invades Ukraine. Oh, so that is going to affect the markets. We've got the BRICS nations, a bunch of familiar world organizations. Chile switches to left-leaning government. Oh, are we gonna have to keep an eye on that stuff? I wonder what this is. This supposed to signify exactly who Chile is trading with? Hungary also switches to an authoritarian-leaning government, so that obviously is going to affect economics of the world. Chile's inflation is 11.6%, tax is 27. What's the U.S.? 8% inflation, tax is 21 in the USA, California specifically. Oh, but they're all the same in all the states, it appears. Dang, Canada 31%. We also have different map modes. This is going to show us the political leanings of the world. So I think blue is a left-leaning government, red is a right-leaning. Sanctions placed on Russia, goods by the USA, Canada, and the European Union begin to take a toll. Interesting climate map mode. I'm wondering why we would need that. I mean, that would obviously affect economics, so I guess that makes sense. The world superpowers are the USA, China, Russia, and India. Now, as an investor, I can eventually lead a nation. Oh, these are armies moving around. Okay. It looks like drone warfare, which I guess is accurate. Oh, look, here I am up here. So even though I start as an investor, I can at some point become the head of state. I gotta figure out what head of state though. I guess where I was born doesn't matter. All right, this font is way too tiny. So I'm assuming we're gonna want to buy resources from cheap countries and then sell them to the wealthier ones at a profit. Interesting, this part of Chad here does not have enough population to produce things in these specific states. The meat diet has become popular in Western countries. All meat-related products increase. Oh, so certain events are gonna shift how you want to invest. Oh wow, Russia's really winning this war currently in Ukraine. Obviously, political leanings are gonna take place all the time. Everyone's having elections constantly. Everyone's, voting in new heads of state. Oh, good. New Zealand didn't get left off the map. Oh, can I do some stuff in Antarctica? I can, technically. Now, as an investor, wouldn't we want to buy, like, oil from someone like Venezuela? Lithium demands reaches an all-time... Oh, wow. So lithium batteries. I would assume a place like Venezuela has a bunch of oil. They just want to sell it to people, but because of sanctions, they're having a hard time with that. They definitely got a bunch of natural gas. Venezuela tax 34%. I thought they'd have... Well, I guess I should have known that they have... Dang, inflation 546%. That almost went all over my head. Honestly, the font is so small here. I have no idea what I'm about to buy, but I'm about to buy it. Artificial intelligence advances, leaves tech companies magnificent major profits. Am I even able to buy this? I only have like 50 million. These little circles are freaking me out. It makes me think that I'm like playing in some sort of futuristic world where warfare is just done by, what are those things called? Roombas. Okay, Ukraine is actually getting taken over completely at this point. Oh my gosh, I can technically go into politics in Venezuela. I don't really want to do that though. Oh, I can open business relations with Romania. Agricultural commodities struggling, price of corn and wheat is going up. Oh, don't tell me I accidentally picked Venezuela to start as. Oh goodness. Well, if we're lucky, I don't know if I am here, but if we are lucky, Venezuela will just get taken out by the West, and then maybe I'll become an American again. Apparently that does happen in the games. You can select a country. It doesn't really matter. Like I guess he advised me, the developer, to select a low GDP country. If it gets taken over by a higher GDP country, that's cool. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. You're an economic investor. However, if you become ruler though, that would be probably more of an issue, I'm assuming. Cocoa global shortage pushes its price to its highest. That's great. Woo, inflation. I can buy off the military by giving him money. I'm guessing that will keep the military from rising up and killing me, basically. Oh, how is it over here in the economic situation of North Korea? Tax not too bad. Inflation's not too bad. Wouldn't be surprised if a war in the Korean Peninsula breaks out at some point as we head into the future of this game. BRICS, the intergovernment organization, comprises of the... Yes. Oh, they just expanded. Okay, now we're in 2024, so we should start to see things take place that, that haven't happened yet in our universe, depending on the wars that happen. I hope they don't happen in our universe. Lithium prices are greatly declining because of developing technology. Didn't they find like a new lithium well somewhere in Mexico? Also, Australia produces a lot of lithium. I forgot why I know that. Oh, there it is right there. Lithium. Okay. Give me that. Give me all the lithium. Worldwide inflation has led to increase in demand for gold. That tends to happen when economic situations are bad. So if we're investors, would we want to be in right-leaning countries? Do we want right-leaning politics? Russia's support within former French colonies and okay, so there's like that little little civil war happening here, pushing out French support with Russian mercenaries. But will the left government maybe tax me more? Holy crap, Argentina has 400. Wow, okay, so Argentina's rivaling Venezuela's inflation right now, 443%. Russian-Ukraine war continues to escalate with no end in sight. The Ukrainians are trying to put out some of these fires back here, but I don't know if that's working. I kind of wish that the military is represented with anything else but these Roombas, I have to admit. Like, even if it was just a tank, that would be better. And then if it's in the ocean, it could be like a ship. The Roombas really confuse me. Medical condition or trend has caused many to go to the gluten-free diet. Germany and Japan start to remilitarize. Oh my goodness. Not those two again. Okay, so we're now into the future, at least of recording this video. So the events that take place are probably going to get wilder. Which U.S. state has a bunch of lithium? Did we find lithium here in California? There is. It's showing that there's lithium here. Hydropower shortages because of the regional droughts cause disruption in electricity supplies. Oh goodness, I didn't even check on Israel and Palestine yet. So far, everything is not on fire here though. Oh dang, Ukraine is deep into Russian territory. Another shooting takes place. Okay. Wonder where that took place at. What country could that have been? Oh good, I can play in the Bahamas. Okay, so all the countries are available. I'm just wondering, what if I started in Andorra? I see Andorra right here. Oh cool. Oh that's right, the city-states have such low tax rates. Tax 10%. San Marino, okay, San Marino's got 17%. I see little Liechtenstein in there. Liechtenstein's only at 12%, and then Monaco. Is Monaco in the game? I thought I saw them somewhere. Oh, is that Monaco? I'm not gonna be able to click on it. Maybe Monaco's not here. Habitual oil spill contamination. Oh, well, yeah, that's always gonna happen. Oh, actually, maybe they just don't talk about it, but I don't feel like I see as much news about that usually. I bet you they just don't talk about it. It definitely still happens. The news just doesn't cover it anymore. I wonder if we wait long enough if we should see, well, there's no North Pole represented, but you know, like the new trade routes that are supposed to open up as the caps freeze or like unfreeze, they melt, because that's gonna have a very big economic incentive for all the countries that are up towards the Northern Pole. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell? I think that's just a US thing. Wait, but doesn't that come? There's actually a place in Spain that does that, I think, right? There's always viral videos about that. It's like a tradition in Spain, but obviously here in the US, when you dress like that, it's not a good look. It's 2026, and I still think that I might just be trapped inside of Venezuela. The world increases demand for robotics sector. The World Cup gets ready. Oh, world Messi! All eyes are on this tournament. Where's it at again? Oh, this is in the US. Oh, this is the US World Cup. Well, it's actually the North American World Cup, so there's 1 in Canada, 3 in Mexico, and the rest are in the US. Extreme cold is occurring. I thought we'd have the opposite situation. With time, will certain states, especially nations that have a higher birth rate, will they be able to fill out some of these states that right now they don't have enough population to work the production? Vegan movement. Okay, so if you're investing in food, you got to keep it up with diets. Africa, for the most part, is just supposed to see nothing but like a population growth in the next, like, you know, following century. It's only 2027, so we still have a while to go, but Nigeria is supposed to continue to explode. I can buy real estate in other countries, and then I can begin to make production in those places. Festival of Love is celebrated and driving up prices. Festival of Love. I want to buy water and sell that. Do not purchase all resources of a kind. The minimum is 10 tons. Who got all the water? The BRICS countries, maybe? I can't even talk to the BRICS countries right now. Household income increases has not matched the increased inflation, leading consumers to buy less groceries. All right, I'm buying some water right here. Also lumber, possibly. Okay, so I can see where I'm getting stuff. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of random things. Bananas, just a bunch of resources, and then go around the world seeing who wants this stuff. And usually high meteor activities cause great damage of infrastructure, leaving many injured. Oh, what the heck? Oh, whoa, it's nighttime now. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Okay, it's over now. So sometimes I guess a meteor can come down on the state that you maybe built a factory in and just destroys it. I don't know if, I'm just totally guessing. I don't know if that's what happened. Long periods of constant rain begin to take a toll. All right, now who wants to buy from us? I'm actually spending money. I should use those events to see what resources a huge heat wave extends to areas, inner cities. See, like those heat waves, I should now sell water, but what areas are experiencing heat waves? So we need to watch what prices are inflating or what are reducing. Anti-sugar campaigns gain strength in the region. Oh, there's a black market that I can use. Yo, I want to go on that. Oh, so yeah, that's exactly, these events are supposed to tell me what's happening in each of the specific markets, and then there I have to act accordingly. Okay. Buying resources has 25% logistics upcharge. What? Rapidly aging population requires an increase in pharmaceutical goods to help meet demands. So that's going to be in China. Who would have cheap pharmaceuticals? I should know this. Is it India? I think India does have cheap pharmaceuticals, or Turkey. A lot of people go to those places for procedures. I don't know if they necessarily have cheap pharmaceuticals. Man, I can buy so many different types of alcohol here, as well as meats, of course. So you gotta be careful, because if people start becoming vegan and you're left with all this meat, you're screwed. Okay, there's just so many resources here. It's crazy. Oh, I can buy military equipment. Here's the pharmaceuticals. Oh my gosh, I can sell opium to China again. I'm just gonna kind of do that because that's funny. We're gonna get a bunch of that. Not too much. Penicillin. Fun fact, I'm allergic to penicillin. Always gotta tell doctors that. We probably need to buy and hold, wait for a certain event. Probably just need to buy, keep waiting for events to pop up, buy when things are cheap, wait for another event to tell me that that stuff is now going up, and sell it to the appropriate market, I guess. The problem is those events go by so fast. I wish they didn't immediately get deleted. Maybe if I pause. We're entering into a new decade, 2030, and a bunch of people are changing around their political government types. The war in Ukraine's still going. The meat diet. Oh, I can't even pause the game if I wanted. Okay, that's the biggest thing. I need the events to stay there for longer. We don't even necessarily need to wait for another event to say that this country wants a certain resource. We just need to buy whatever item. Huge sandstorms affects forcing people to stay indoors. Transportation becomes minimal. Oh, the climate map's going to change over time. Oh, here we have more meteors. Russian energy supply disruption. That is interesting. Also, this version of the game might just automatically remove the window because it's a dev version, and I mean, it's probably better if I, for me as an AI viewer, to have it just go away like that. What the heck? What's happening here? Is this a revolt? Oh, there's a bunch of wars happening. Rise against police brutality in America. Oh yeah, that's right. Azerbaijan versus Armenia. Ukraine is actually connected territory to Kazakhstan. Oh, it's a lot easier to see the wars. Oh, there's a South Korean war. Uh-oh. Who is that? It's got to be the North, right? Or is that Japan? No, this is Australia. Australia is at war with South Korea. What the heck? Okay, the world's in absolute chaos right now. There's literally wars happening all over the place. I can see how this game could get you in trouble because if you start selling with like the equivalent of like the skinny mustache man, you're doing business with them. Well, that could be a problem because you're just trying to get rich. Meanwhile, you're help funding this, this bad regime. Ooh, the moral decisions of that's going to be fun. Did Australia take over New Guinea as well? Oh no, they didn't. It's just a similar color. Locust swarms in Africa. Wow. All agriculture is now increased in that continent. I think I have some. I'll sell them some apples. I don't think I bought as many apples as I would have needed though. Oh, this is the Iraqis taking over Afghanistan, which is kind of a funny two combination. Afghanistan versus Iraq. Oh, America, what did you do? Dang, yeah, some of these wars are getting pretty intense. As an economic investor, we just don't want nuclear war. But something to keep in mind is we could buy military equipment and then sell to obviously nations at war. That's probably what you want to do. What are those called? Those warlords? There's a famous guy that, what the heck? A volcano is erupting with great force. Where is this at? ASEAN? Oh, South Korea went down here and stole this state away from Australia. That's hilarious. Congo having some trouble here. Well, I guess it's Congo versus Congo, which is natural, I guess. Dang, what are you doing down this way, Norway? Bangladesh is attacking Bhutan. Meanwhile, India is just kind of watching, I think. Now, certain countries just straight up they shouldn't let like investors come in, but maybe if I'm a small enough investor, they won't even know. But like if I'm an American investor, like is China gonna let me, I mean, maybe to like a minor extent, but if I'm like buying up all their real estate, which actually don't they want people to buy their real estate right now? I don't know what I'm talking about. You could probably be an investor from anywhere, but I thought that certain government regulations would stop you. Okay, well now who's this? That is Kyrgyzstan moving into Belarus. All right. Love that like North Korea technically is peaceful in this world. They're chilling. I wish we had a diplomatic map mode or a war map mode, maybe because I am not the leader of a nation just yet. Oh, there's unrest. Maybe that's what this is basically telling me. I think unrest is basically showing me, yeah, war, or maybe there's civil unrest, there's violence happening, but will protest happen? Oh, wow. The only states that are somewhat not green for the U.S., New Mexico, Louisiana, and Mississippi. I feel like that kind of checks out. Dang, look at the difference here between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And I was supposed to start off with more money here as this avatar as well. I mean, I guess I'm feeling pretty rich. I haven't even come close to the max yet. We need to go all in though. Like when we see a country is really desperately in need, we need to buy like just like all my money worth and then sell all of it. Make it nice and simple. Health and awareness increases for demand of oil, iron. Like how the UK is dealing with a bunch of unrest, but I mean, and so is France. Germany, Iberia is doing good. Oh, the divide between Italy. Oh, the US and Canada have got right-leaning governments. What does the green mean? Are these authoritarian states? State-mandated dating laws are enforced as low birth rates. That's hilarious. You see that beer was part of the resources that they want. That would definitely help. South Korea is actually taking it to Australia. Conspiracy theories, people want to buy more food. Again, that's something that would be nice to profit off of very easily. Oh yeah, South Korea's kicked out the Australians. You know, this could be an offensive war by the South Koreans, and I would have no idea. It just looked like it was started by the Australians. Maybe it was the K-pop themselves. Yemen is here in Afghanistan. Basically, everyone's here in Afghanistan. Probably a nice market for the black market there. More meteors. Where is my state-mandated waifu? Why aren't we living in the year 20? I guess I just have to wait 10 more years for that. Holy crap. Kyrgyzstan is not playing around. Also, Uzbekistan is here, taking the core of Belarus. I'm hoping, like, it's rare. It should be rare, but I'm hoping that some of the blue or red nations will eventually become authoritarian, or can. Like, there's a very, very small chance, but sometimes it does happen. Well, especially if your country gets taken over, which actually Afghanistan looks like they're slowly getting taken over by an authoritarian state. Australia is about to die. Again, this is still an early build. I obviously hope for a tutorial at some point. A tutorial is definitely needed. And then as I talked about, some sort of upscaling, because my little monitor, I cannot read. I know what I needed to do, but I cannot read what was going on here. But very excited to see where this game goes.
Big thanks to the patrons.
Month 1 in Drew's basement.
Kansas was mentioned.
I can't sleep without Drew's voice.
Drew's Argentinian grandpa. I'm back,
Amateur
boys.
archaeology.
A fat normal.
Carmel S.
Connor
The
Pavlik.
beautiful
Megan
Baggins.
Underwood.
Inquisitor
John
Zarius.
Denver. Kirino is
Luxembourg
best
lover.
girl.
Taylor
Nor
the
Tyrol.
goat.
The Mexican
King
760.
Bear Hayes.
Frederick
and
Tidlin.
Zany Boy.